Okay, here we go. This is going to be, again, right off the top of my head, wherever it takes us. I don't know where it's going to take me. This video, I thought I'd start out calling it the Confrontations 2. Something jumped out here in front of the screen. I got to get it out of the way. I'll call it Confrontations 2. I told you about before I went in the Navy, so we got to start with the Navy. When I went to go in the Navy, I went to Brooklyn to be sworn in, I guess. I thought I maybe was coming home. They put my hand up. They swore us in the afternoon. That was it. I didn't go home. I don't know if I thought I was going home or what. And then I took boot camp in Bainbridge, Maryland. And here's some things about it. The Delaware Memorial Bridge. There was no Delaware Memorial Bridge. No bridge there. Now there's two. One beat going and coming and all. There was no bridge. We went across on a ferry. And the turnpike, like when I went in, it was like 1951 is when I went in. It was right after the war. I was lucky enough to not be there when it was. I told you I'm lucky. I missed that, but 1951 is when I went in. And the turnpike just got built. I don't know if a turnpike was there when we went, but I remember in the beginning when I'd hitchhike home from Norfolk and all. Hitchhike. I didn't even know which direction New Jersey was in. And I started out, and if I was coming home, and I'd just go. But okay, this is supposed to be about confrontations and all. Now, before I went in, there was several things that went on, but in the Navy, things were pretty calm. Pretty calm while I was in the Navy. I remember one incident there with a guy. His name was Alan, and we must have been on the first ship, DD 817, and I don't know. We were electricians, and no, I might have become an IC electrician. Kind of specialized electricians, took care of the compass and announcing system and the underwater log and for telling the speed and you're in the engine room when they push them levers and tell them. There was something there that came up. I think about that being one time it came up. Mom watched at the engine room, the generator, and it came up. Emergency back down. My God, emergency back down. Here, nothing's happening. Now they want to back the ship down and go backwards. So that was an exciting thing. And the other one was the planes from the carrier Wasp come right at dark. They come over to attack us like we were playing games. They're playing games. And we had darkened ship. That means whenever you open the hatch, the lights all go off in the room. The ship is completely dark. There's visibility. You don't see nothing, just black. You don't even know what's going on. Not us. If you're below decks, you got lights, but anything open into the outside, dark. So anyway, the planes come over and they attacked us. And now they went back to land on the Wasp, the carrier Wasp, some distance away and everything. And I went after the attack. We go to general quarters, and after the attack, make-believe attack, I went down to go to lay down. And I'm laying there, and a guy, maybe asleep or what, and a guy come in, and he says, "Hey, they want you on a bridge right away. The destroyer hit the aircraft carrier hit a destroyer and sank it. So the name of the destroyer was the Hobson. So they want me on a bridge to light this carbon arc searchlight, like you at a carnival. You You see that light in the sky and all, a searchlight like that. You know, and the ship is going real fast. We've got to go to 25 miles or so that we're away from the Wasp. You know, by the time we got there, now the carrier's lit up like a city. You know, but the damage has been done, and of course I lit the search. We searched and we found no one. They all, just a handful had gotten off the ship by luck. And if you're below decks, you're in the engine room, they got a little hatch to try to go through, and it capsize and everything. Oh my God. Oh, we didn't find anybody. Anybody that the handful or topside. But anybody's below decks, they're finished. And then in the morning when it got light, the carrier had a big hole in the bow, and we escorted the carrier back. And we thought when they're going to Brooklyn, oh, perfect, you know. And we escorted it back, and then before we even seen the tugs or whatever come out, we had to turn around and go back and catch up with the rest of the gang, you know. And we didn't go to Brooklyn. The Wasp went there, but not us. So that was the story of the Wasp hitting the hops. And I don't even know if it made it in the newspapers or something. They don't brag about stuff like that, you know. It's usually something like that, they keep it quiet, you know. So, but anyway, this was supposed to be about confrontations. I had with this guy Alan. Corey, it must have been DD817, and the electrician's locker was on the starboard side and all, and something went on and he smacked me or something. And you're not supposed to fight in a service. Oh, no way, no, nothing. And but this was a serious matter and everything. I lost it and everything. And the guy did, as I remember him, he was a pretty good guy, you know. He put us in that room, and they closed the door, they closed the hatch, and they were outside watching it and listening and everything. And they said they heard some banging around and everything. And when they opened the door, I walked out. I don't know if Alan stayed there or what he did, but it was a little commotion. Not bad, not bad. But that was probably the only one while I was in the Navy. Just that one. Then some other ones. One time in a factory, my father was the boss, and this was years later. My father was a boss in this big guy, again, a kind of a bully type of guy. And he said something nasty about my father, and I lost it. And I was lucky. The guy was a pretty big guy. And he was in his overalls. He like had his arms in it, and I didn't mean it. It was like, I guess you call it like a sucker puncher or whatever, but it's just the way it happened at that instant. And then when I attacked, his arms was tangled. And I was lucky, and I caught him, and it didn't amount to too much. He went, a good punch, and that was it. So that one. Other than that, what the heck? Not a lot. I even got to stop it here to get my thoughts, which we'll do. Okay, I'm back. Now here's what happened here. I did another take of commotions and everything, and it turned out that the whole entirety it's too long. So I can only put the first one, and this will be Confrontations 3, the next one. Don't miss it. That's a funny one, and it's got to stay in its entirety, and this thing had to stay the way it was, so I had to cut it. But going over this business now a little bit, I forgot to put music there, and there's so many things to think about. I forgot the music. Now, it didn't matter hardly, you know. You know, I was using that guy from Spain or what, his music and all that, from England, Rod Stewart. I was using his. He's okay. He's got a chance of making it, but I don't know. And then I landed with the Jersey Boys. The Jersey Boys is appropriate. It's the thing. It's real life music. It's got rhythm. It's got everything. I seen that guy on the Michael Kay show. He's 70 years old now. It's not rapping, well, it's good stuff. So that's where we're at with that. Now, to finish up the few minutes that I got, I just wanted to go over some of the videos and all. Ones to not forget. The cell phone, I act up on that. The old cell phone is a good one. Gillette Fusion isn't bad. How to Live to Be 100, Parts 1 and Part 2, they're all right. Senior Driving is excellent. Senior Driving is when I discovered the Jersey Boys and all. So it's more changing in music. It's good. It's real good. The Addition Problem. Oh, I was at my best with the Addition Problem. That's a good one. But it's all just acting, putting on an act. The Congressman wasn't bad. What else? The one about the higher B. That was my thoughts, an old guy's thoughts of where we're headed. So I guess the time is about done. So I'm going to wrap it up. Take care. I played Jeff's song. If you get to see Jeff singing his thing on one of them, I don't remember which one it's on, but that's another good one. Him singing. Okay, guys, baby, that's the only thing. Plenty of baby. Sing a while.